Still on the report, Michael Adaramoye, also known as Lenin, and 9 others have pleaded not guilty to 6-count charge of felony, treason, and inciting mutiny brought against them by the Inspector General of Police before the Federal High Court, Abuja. The defendants were arraigned before Justice Emeka Nwite over their role in the nationwide protest on the 1st to 10th of August, which turned violent and resulted in the destruction of government property and injury to police officers across the country. Celestine Area reports.
The first defendant, Emeka Adaramoye, national coordinator of the Take It Back movement, and the other defendants were arrested across different parts of the country. After their plea was taken, counsel to the police, Simon Long, moved for the defendants to be remanded in Kuje Correctional Facility and the date for trial be fixed. Counsel to the defendants in their respective arguments prayed the court to grant bail to the defendant while also moving an oral application to the effect of same. Counsel to the first and 10th defendants in their respective submissions argued that the defendants are innocent until proven guilty and as such are entitled to bail. The principle guiding granting of bail is peculiar to each circumstance, and some of the defendants only participated in the protest. They say the only female defendant is pregnant and needs to be with her family. The court adjourns to 11 September for ruling on the bail application of the defendants. Justice Emeka Nwite ordered that the defendant be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center, while the female amongst them be remanded in Suleja Correctional Center.
We have to be guided before we take action, because a person will come with an ulterior motive, like the British citizen, that is Andrew Martin Wine, aka Andrew Pochi. You know, he came with his ideas. You will discover that he has brought books, revolutionary books. If you read this book, you know there are revolutionary ideas inside. So, and he brought them, he shared it to his members.
It is right that protest is a right, and protest can never be criminalized by anybody or any government in Nigeria. The right of Nigerians to dissent is a constitutional right.
We are happy that finally protesters have been charged. Unfortunately, instead of charging them for protest, charge them for terrorism. What an irony of some sort, when Bello, Tuje and other terrorists and bandits are on TikTok having fun and abducting people.
Apart from the 10 suspects that pleaded not guilty today, 3 other names appeared on the charge sheet where the police say they are at large. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
For more updates, a security expert, retired Captain Bess Johnson, joins me on the news at 10. Well, Andrew Wine, the Briton, has now reacted to his being declared wanted by the police, saying protest is not treason. What do you make of this?
Well, I don't know what evidence the Nigerian police has. I hope that the Nigerian police has concrete evidence against this British citizen, because the charges that the man is facing are very serious charges. And this is a citizen of a very critical and strategic partner to Nigeria. And you know that the Brits would want to know how the Nigerian authorities arrived at the conclusion that this man had sleeper cells and is also inciting terrorism and trying to overthrow the government of Nigeria. I hope police does not treat this matter like one of those Nigerian cases. They better make sure that they have all their T's crossed and all their I's dotted, as not to create an embarrassing international situation for Nigeria.
But what is the relationship between protest and treason?
Well, I don't know the relationship in this particular instance, because I followed that protest, when it was ongoing, and at no point did I see people who were trying to overthrow the government. But like I said, I don't know what evidence the Nigerian police have. Nigerian police, I would suspect, would not just come out to say that people, plan to overthrow the government and incited citizens if they don't have their evidence. So what I'm saying is that their evidence better be concrete. It better be some of those evidences that when you present it, it will stand public scrutiny. Because being that a foreign national, particularly of the United Kingdom, one of Nigeria's most strategic partners, is involved. The British government, as you know, is going to get involved in this matter, and they would want to know how we are able to arrive at such conclusions. So I am hoping that the police better get all their acts together in this particular matter.
Do you agree with those who think that the police could have handled this differently?
Oh, yeah, of course. I think that this matter could have been handled in a different way. I am even surprised that the police is just coming out now with the picture and identity of this particular suspect. When this allegation was previously made, the police was, a bit tight-lipped on disclosing the identity of the individual. And for me, that was a bit weird because you notice that in some other crimes, when authorities are looking for someone, they usually rely on the public to provide them with information that will lead to the identification and arrest of such individual. You see, FBI, whenever they are looking for someone, they will put their pictures and identity on the FBI most wanted list, and they will call on the general public to help them and locate and get the individual arrested. Some even offer money, ransom, for anybody with information that will lead to location and arrest of such individual. But in this particular instance, his identity was withheld until we're only beginning to know about him, I think, just today.
All right.
So the whole thing is not, for me, so far, the whole thing has not added up. But like I said, I don't know what they have. I don't know what they know. Okay. And I hope that what they know better stand scrutiny tomorrow.
Security expert, retired Captain Bish Johnson, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 10.
Thank you for having me.